there, Evan here with Crypto and Markets for Sunday, June 9th, 2019. I got an email from one of my followers here a couple of days ago, and for today's video, I'm going to go ahead and read the email out here and answer the questions. And if I do mispronounce your name here, I do apologize. I'm terrible with names. I'm not going to get into that. This email is from Raman Singla. Hi, Evan. Thank you for your good work. I feel I have a better understanding of things now after reading yours and your Twitter friends. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. I have a couple of suggestions which I think may be of need of other people like me. Masses are more like me and don't do much market/technical analysis. Completely understand. Question number 1. How can one prepare if the market slows down? Could you please make a small video as to what to do / how to prepare from a Canadian perspective on how to combat a slowdown? This question here, if you're answering it more from a masses perspective, I look at it less as combating as more of an insurance policy. Hear me out. I've done many videos. The housing market wasn't as the Canadian economy. And all the research that I've done, all the videos that I've done, what I've put out on Twitter has shown that. Housing market slows down, economy slows down. Unfortunately, what happens next? The chances of job losses go way up. Now again, not saying it's going to happen to you tomorrow, next month, next week, ever. What I'm saying is the chances go up. Best way to prepare for it, you need a rainy day fund. A lot of people say 6. The bare minimum, I would say, have at least 6 months living expenses away in case you do lose your job. Personally, I would go even more in a slowdown. I would go to at least 9 months. That way, if heaven forbid, unfortunately, that job loss comes, you can still stay on your feet for a while until you find your next job. Or find your next path in life, whatever it is. I know it sounds like a very simplistic answer, but you have to remember as well. Depending on your line of work, if you're in construction, for example, if you're on contract, for example, this applies as well. Your chances of a job loss in those industries are double, if not triple. In fact, those are the first jobs that get cut in a slowdown as we go into a recession. Now, do you see what I'm saying there? It's not necessarily I'm going to have you go out there and play offense. No. The masses aren't going to do that. The masses are going to want to preserve. Best advice I can give to the masses is to preserve what they have. And that's the reason why I say the rainy day fund is the best option, because it prepares you for any circumstance that can come in a slowdown. Okay? That's my best way to go ahead and answer that. Question number 2. If one has some cash, the person that wrote the email here specifies $100,000 to $150,000. Could be whatever amount. I mean, whatever you have is whatever you have, right? What should one do? Also, again, from a Canadian / GTA perspective. For an economic slowdown, recession, remember, what's happening in Canada isn't just a Canadian phenomenon. It's part of a greater global slowdown, recession that it looks like we're headed into. So what should you do? I take a very simple approach here. One, the Canadian dollar is bound to be weakened. Best advice there, go ahead and buy US dollars. Either through UUP, the ETF down in New York, which is an ETF that tracks the US dollar index. Great way to go ahead and do it because not only do you get weakness in the Canadian dollar, but since it's about 55 to 60% euro, you get weakness in the euro also. Again, on pullbacks, go ahead and buy that. Or another way to get US dollars, if you're not a markets person, start up a US dollar bank account or do a straight currency exchange from whoever. 2, buy US treasuries. Again, they're a little bit overbought currently here as I film this on June 9th. But on pullbacks, go ahead and buy US bonds. For the masses, best way to do it, buy the ETF in New York, TLT. Again, all these symbols are linked down below for you. It'll have a dollar sign in front and then the stock symbol. That way it's more referable for you. But yeah, buy TLT as a proxy for US treasuries. And then, of course, buy diamonds, buy gold, buy silver, buy Bitcoin, buy Digibyte. Again, all that's below. That's my best advice as to what I would do if you had a bit of money to go ahead and hedge yourself through a slowdown. And the third question here, it's what the question basically refers to is on Twitter, I do occasionally post charts and some technical analysis and to try and provide more of that content on YouTube in the future. What I'll do is, to put it simply, again, with time, etc., and some of my own constraints I do have, again, I do apologize. Believe me, if I could, I'd go on YouTube here virtually every day. Unfortunately, my everyday life prevents me from doing that. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do what I can going forward to provide a little bit more market analysis. How about that? So yeah, hopefully I went ahead and answered the question for you. Again, Raman, I do thank you for it. So yeah, what do you guys think? Would you do what I say in a market slowdown? Or do you suggest something else? Leave a comment down below. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Have a good day.